Hey, let's close this thing out, shall we? So that was an amazing, awesome, really information filled, and I enjoyed it. I want to thank everybody that showed up at Pivot this year, sponsors, panelists, team. Awesome effort. Um, Geothermal is looking pretty good. So far so good. My guess is between 2020 and 2022, we've got 100x in terms of funding and data and teams in the field and people engaged and momentum, and that's awesome, but it's not quite exponential. So what we got to do to build exponential is do another 100x. And let's try to do it fast, right? So let's try to do 100x in a year or two, and see if we can keep it going. My impression here, and I will tell a story that I forgot to tell in the opening, a personal experience that I recently had that really goes to show that this is a moment that we have right now that we should grab and absolutely run with, and we should grab it quickly. And that story is the Concert for Earth. So I had this opportunity to go to a dormant volcano in that is a natural amphitheater. So it's a concert venue. And there was a benefit concert, and Project InnerSpace beneficiaries of the concert. And it sounded good. Yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. Cool. Sounds good. Without really realizing how large this was. I mean, you had Sting and Pitbull and Stone Temple Pilots. You had all these huge, the Black Eyed Peas. I mean, all these huge music acts, and there were 15,000 people live and 100,000 live streaming. So it was just massive. I couldn't even see the back of the crowd. And I was supposed to do a geothermal speech to this massive group of people. And, I was incredibly worried, because you really can't control a crowd like that. Like, if they decide they don't like something, you're screwed, right? I mean, you get booed off stage. So I walked onto stage and started talking about geothermal, and we were standing in a volcano, and, it just really resonated. And we're talking about a demographic here, not only, a live demographic of a huge amount of people, but they are a demographic that we all hand wring about reaching, right? So they were late teens, 20s, early 20s. They were not informed about geothermal. They just knew that they wanted to solve climate change. They care about the environment. They want to do something. They don't know what exactly, right? So this demographic reacted incredibly positively to the geothermal. It was a simple enough concept that people instantly grasped a few minutes only to summarize. And by the end of the speech, I had the crowd saying, hell yeah, when I said geothermal. And that to me means that we have something. We're on to something. Geothermal is incredibly unique in that it can unite the late teens and early 20s, along with all of us in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, environmentalists and oil and gas. And I think it might not be entirely easy to come together and do it, but we're doing it slowly. Pivot this year as an example, we had environmental groups and we had oil and gas, and we're all here and we're all talking about the same thing. So anyway, let's push. We can continue the conversation. If you're in Houston at Carbot, come on down. Next year, we'll have a more global in-person presence. We tried it this year, but COVID crashed it out again. Perhaps next year we'll be more ready for that. And until then, geothermal exponential. We'll see you all at Pivot 2023. See you later. Bye.